Scranton Joe is ready to go. Everyone is anxiously looking for information on Joe Biden's potential 2016 presidential run. His State of the Union address was examined for cues. Was that a hint when he kept saying, "Finish the job? When we need him, where is Daniel Craig's Knives Out detective?" In response to a question regarding his choice, the 80-year-old president told Telemundo on Thursday, "I'm just not ready to make it. Is the president paying attention when my colleagues Frank Bruni, Michelle Goldberg, and I advise in our "Hey, Joe, don't give it a go" pieces that he bow out on top? Nah. Observers of politics, guess what? Actually, it's not a Scooby-Doo mystery. There's no need to contact a fortune teller and shiver in your chairs. Joe Biden is a candidate. And that's not nonsense. Lear's directive, to shake all cares and business from our age/conferring them on younger strengths, while we/unburdened crawl approach death, is not something he intends to do. Biden has experienced the feeling of authority ebbing away throughout his dizzying career, and he didn't like it. Joe wants to flaunt in the light, let Lear wail at the moon, with his shades. "I've devoted my professional life to researching politicians like Biden who are lusting for power, clinging to power, wielding power, and wasting power. And I can assure you that nobody enjoys ceding control." The obscene example is Donald Trump, who is seeking to overthrow the government in order to maintain his control. There are several potential candidates for early bird dinners on the Supreme Court and in Congress. By remaining on the court until the very end, Ruth Bader Ginsburg made a grave error that left us with Amy Coney Barrett and a Roe reverse. Chuck Grassley and Dianne Feinstein, both 89 years old, are still senators. Since his arrival in town as a rookie senator in 1973, Biden had the belief that he could become president. At the time, he was too young to be a senator. Now, others argue that he is too old to be president. He was 29 years old when he was chosen, and shortly afterward, he turned 30 and became eligible. In 1974, the appealing young senator admitted to Washingtonian magazine that he knew why he was a hot commodity: his youth and his tragic fate. His wife and infant daughter died in a car accident shortly after he was elected. Robert Redford's Great Gatsby in natty pinstriped suits, the magazine said of him. "My family still anticipates my election as president at some point," he said, adding, "I know I can be a terrific president." The novice was highly self-assured while casually acknowledging his shortcomings. He admitted, "I'm not the kind of guy everyone likes. My personality either appeals to you or not." His journey was difficult. "I was the author of the articles on Robert Kennedy and Neil Kinnock plagiarism that assisted in Biden's defeat in the 1988 election. Additionally, I discussed his well-intentioned but inept performance at the Anita Hill-Clarence Thomas hearings." However, just as it appeared like Biden's greatest days were behind him, Barack Obama picked him as his running mate in search of a foreign policy background. And in a well-intentioned but awkward maneuver that ended up being genius, Vice President Biden was able to persuade President Obama and the majority of the nation to support homosexual marriage. Obama pushed Biden aside in favor of Hillary, which was a grave error that gave rise to the abhorrent Trump. Nearly 50 years after he first mentioned running for president, Biden finally did so after being dismissed by the Obama team. He's not about to kiss it away after that struggle because certain polls and commentators worry about his age. He believes he is doing well. His step has a spring to it because he believes he has outwitted the ignorant Republicans. He put them on the defensive on Tuesday night by making them appear nasty with Marjorie Taylor Greene's fur flying. Republicans fought against his charge that they constantly want to slash Social Security for the entire week. Republicans always want to slash Social Security, so it's a difficult accusation to refute. Obama, who was meant to be the transformational leader, has gone smaller than Biden. The president has fought against big pharma and large businesses while promoting significant initiatives that would create jobs. He has also toned down some of his crowd-pleasing promises, such pledging to eliminate junk fees on hotel bills. In contrast to Obama, who disliked pitching his plans, this man enjoys a good groundbreaking. The president started attempting to reunite his party with its working-class roots in the State of the Union address. Hillary believed that the new Democratic alliance of elites, students, and minorities could help her win in 2016. She declined to speak at Notre Dame and didn't bother to travel to Wisconsin. On Wednesday, Biden's post-State of the Union tour began in Wisconsin. He continues to be Scranton Joe without apology. "So, Joe, We're aware. You are competing. That's today's latest news. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so that this channel can continue to exist. Thank you for listening to the end and I hope it's useful.